What's up, guys? Good evening to you all. That's 11 likes. We only got two people here. Look at that. What a start to the evening. I see a few people are here. Chester's here. Ryan's here. Thomas is here. Yuri, the Bri himself. You can all thank Yuri for this stream tonight. I wasn't going to do it, but he convinced me. So shout out to Yuri on this one. Yeah, Chester's is investing good. How's it, Ryan? I see you're already doing your advertising job, sticking to that moderatorship. Good, well earned. So it will stay there for you. Chester Archie, man, investing in rugby equals good, selling out bad. Spot on, spot on. What's up, everyone? 8 people, yeah. I thought we would do a nice chilled stream with a bit of a topic. How's it, Nathan? Because last night's stream was so shocking with the bloody connection. Fingers crossed we're good tonight. If it's bad, I will end it, but hopefully we are good. Are they investing in rugby or buying rugby? That's a very good point, Christopher Edwards. That's a very good point. Are they buying rugby or are they investing? How's it, Blizzard? Surprise, surprise. We've got a stream on a Saturday night when we were only going to do one this weekend. But after yesterday's one, I thought, let's do it. Um, Investing in rugby, I think it's a bit of both. I think it depends where you look at it. I think investing in rugby, creating opportunities, I think we're seeing that happening more and more. But buying rugby is definitely something that's happening, Christopher. So, valid point you make there. I think it's a bit of both. Buying, if we said buying sport, you look at what we see over in the football, it's all buying. It's not about your province, it's about um, it's all about money over there. And you man won't be here for long. Thanks for it. 2 a.m. Yeah, and oh God, no worries, bud. No worries. But thanks for popping in and leaving your question. That's a damn good question you left with. So I appreciate it. But yeah, let's get cracking. Hello, little Yuri. The man who's could be held responsible or credit for the stream tonight. He was keen on it since last night, since this morning. I had to do Saturday night stream to entertain his flipping good braai that he was cooking today. So cheers to Yuri. Thank you for addressing my question. You're welcome, bud. Hello, Chantel. Why is it Gareth in the exclamation marks? Jeez, I'm normally in trouble when you talk to me like that. I haven't done anything wrong. I'm all good. But hello, fella Dabber. Good to see you here as well. Although Yuri sent me his setup of the picture of everything going on. So looking good. The bloody group is going berserk with all the food. So everything's going well. Let's see that's all. Likewise. Likewise. Hopefully one day soon. You always send me a long voice note before a stream. Evening G, how's it dips? Welcome, bud. Oh, it's an update on that. Guys, hit your questions. Let's have fun. Yeah, I'm with you. Technical errors. Yeah. So we got it. Yuri is saying thanks for getting me to do the stream. Because I was saying it was you who kept going on at me doing the fellow Saturday stream to keep you guys in the tradition of Saturday. So we gave you credit, so he was thanking you for that. Kevin, hello Dips. I think I said hello. At the end of the day, we want to be entertained, but when money dominates, winning becomes everything. Kevin, you are spot on, mate. I think that is so true. What you are saying there. You've got to be careful when you're investing into these types of things because the money could definitely overtake and override. Do it cleverly and invest in the right ways in order to, how's it, Thomas? In order to do it in the right ways, we could see it work very well. but we can also see it crashing down. And then you're playing for money, you're not playing for the sport anymore. The credibility of the sport gets thrown away too, which is sad. So yeah, it's a dodgy game, and that's why I thought let's talk about this. So we'll see. Water day Brazil not the same without you streaming. Sweet. If oh wait, Chester says if a long-term investment, it can be good, but rugby is precious. If it becomes like soccer, I won't love it anymore. No millions salaries, please. Yep, spot on. Can't argue with you there, but can't argue with you there. It's all about long-term investments. How they're going to change the sport, how they're going to grow the sport, um, and doing something different. And like you said, if it becomes like football or soccer, it's just going to. I think I got what you said. It's not going to change, and we're going to see the likes of teams. If we look at football, where it's not about playing for your pride. It's you going to a football club for the best deal of money. Why did Cristiano Ronaldo leave Man United to Real Madrid? Same with Beckham. They left because of money. Why did he go to Juventus? Because of money. Why did David Beckham go to LA Galaxy? Because of money. And that's the thing. And that's what I don't, and I agree with your point. I don't want it to become like soccer where they're just running around following money. It sort of is a bit like that, but it's still, like Chester says, I like that word. Rugby's precious. So we've got to take care of it. We've got to nurture it, not destroy the flipping sport. Because just like that, bye bye. Blizzard B, if clubs become private, it will become the focal point of the sport. Exactly as soccer has gone. Clubs are more important than internationals. So true, but that's the sad part. For me, if I look at rugby, I want to watch the international rugby opposed to the um, club club. So as a binger, so for me, yeah, I'd rather see international rugby, but like I said, clubs are more important than internationals. Hence why the soccer. Hello, Mr. Heinrich. Surprise, surprise. We are here tonight. Um, and yeah, I just think it's a very risky game and a dodgy thing that could either go good ways or bad ways. But yeah, which is interesting with the whole talk of the Pro 14. One chat, one like, because one member. So hit that like button. I like that. I like that. Hit that like button. We've got 12 people, 12 likes. At least it's not too bad. PSTD is a hero. I agree with you, Chester. Loads of respect for that man for doing what he did. I think he's brilliant. I saw this one commenting coming about 3 hours ago when I saw the set. I saw the set reminder. Fair enough. Fair enough. What do you think about the scrums and things like that? Because taken out of rugby of COVID-19. I only heard about it since stream. Funny, I haven't heard of that one yet today, Nathan. I need to go look into that before I technically comment. Um, what do you think about the scrums and things like that being taken out of rugby because of COVID? Is that a fact or is that just talk or rumor? I didn't get on to 2 cents stream today, so I missed all of that. That could be hectic. What do you think of Boca investing? I think he's saying investing in Japan. Anything could happen. Um, I don't know. I'd rather Springboks invest in South Africa, grow South Africa, and invest elsewhere. We need people to invest in us. So for me, I want investments in South Africa, South Africa, grow Curry Cup, grow our Super Rugby franchises, keep it local. The same what New Zealand's doing. They've got that American investment to invest in New Zealand rugby to grow. Um, to grow New Zealand rugby. So that's all the point. It's about saving your own um, nation at this point of view because you've got to. It's a fight for survival. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that one. Um, Malcolm, how's it, Malcolm? Good evening, brother. Joining G Nation as a member this week. Never knew it existed. Jackie will be joining. Ah, lekker. So you became an official member. Cool. Welcome to the membership. Um, Good to have you here. You'll have a logo next to your name then when you signed up to that. But cheers. That'll be lekker. Um, let's talk. I saw an article on it. I could try to look for it and send it to you. Yeah, please do, Nathan. I'll be very curious to read up on that because how the hell are they going to uh, do rugby without scrumming and all that stuff? I get it, the close contact, but what are they going to do? Like a tap and go, probably a quick tap and go. Good evening, Heinrich and Yuri. Yuri and Heinrich are having a chat. Uh, the characters have joined. We've got the whole squad here. Zane will probably join just as I'm about to sign off because he's tucking into his bloody big plate of meat. So he's doing well. So we'll probably see him towards the end. But yeah, it's interesting. But that whole thing about the scrums, if it's if it's without scrums, it's going to be like rugby league. Yeah, true, true. I think you got a good point there. I must really follow the rugby league more. I don't have massive knowledge on on that type of sport, but there's a lot of people to do it. Gee man, how you doing? I'm fantastic. Not too bad. Better than I was yesterday, let's put it that way. So all good. Yeah, glad to be a credit to you on that one. I think we were better when we allowed overseas players to play for the Bokkers, so we should look at overseas. Fair enough, but I also want to develop. The goal at the end of the day, you don't want these guys to go overseas. You want them to stay put in your um, provincial, in your country. You don't want them to go away. So for me, I want them all to stay and to keep local. Invest in the sport and grow it here. Just imagine South Africa is like classic Joe Tribbiani move. Yes, that is my favorite line. I think I've done it on TikTok. I've never seen it, and I've often put it as my status as my favorite line ever. I've never actually used it. I must actually use it one day when I'm out, see if it works. I nearly did. There was a TikTok with uh, one chick on TikTok who did it with Rachel and Joey. I'm keen to duet that. I think it'll be flipping funny. In the rugby to come, if you tackle a player, you will receive a red and jail sentence for putting players' lives in danger. That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going to make it easy and just say hi to everyone. Yuri says hi to everyone. Now you're going to get everyone saying hi, Yuri. Like we're in what do you call it? An AM meeting. Hi, my name is Gareth. Nice to meet you. Hi, Gareth. Good evening, Heinrich. Hope you're well, bro. Welcome. But they're better coaches overseas. Fair enough. But yeah, okay, if we get overseas coaches, good stuff. But remember, if you look at the Six Nations, who are their coaches? England, Eddie Jones, an Aussie. I mean, Joe Schmidt, okay, he's not there anymore, but he was a New Zealander. Warren Gatland for Wales, New Zealander. There's a lot of building one can do. South Africa's got the potential. We've got great coaches. Where are they? They're overseas. Heineke Meyer, overseas in Japan, I think. Jake White, okay, he's finally back. Um, Proudfoot is with Eddie Jones. Who's Gary Gold? Okay, he's not my favorite, but he's over in the States. We can also build and grow here. Mr. McDonald, you're making me hungry with your last name. Good one. Yeah, I need on form this evening with the Jags. But yeah, I think the sport is going to be very interesting to see how it's going to adapt, and I think that's going to be the best part with this whole New Zealand league. Is it's and I know I talk about New Zealand often, but it's the only thing that's coming close to rugby in the next month or less than a month. Is how they're going to adapt. Gareth, how's that drinky drink? It is delicious. It is bloody good. Hence why I said that. How are you doing quicker? No, it's very good. It's actually not. I was scared the stuff would hit me quicker, but it's actually not bad. If Proudfoot is with Eddie, is he still a Proudfoot or a disappointed? Oh shit, he's quick as heck. Um, I don't know. Hey, it's Eddie Jones. I think it's a bit of both, proud and disappointed, maybe. To prepare Barker for future Test matches. Yeah, fine, but look at what we've created within house too. I mean, all these guys started off here and then buggered off overseas. I get what you're saying, investing in overseas and doing those types of things, that's great. But we've also got a phenomenal generation of young talent that is being scouted by scouts in schools. Um, so for me, that is important. Grow what you have instead of losing them. We were talking cricket yesterday in the third stream about how many foreign players have gone overseas. Why are we losing them? Because we've not got investments done here. Keep the talent local. Local is lekker. There we go. Blizzard Beach just said it. Local is indeed lekker. And that's my opinion. I mean, why is the European nations strong? Okay, I know they don't win, they haven't got many titles behind their name, but they're strong and because they're producing what they have in their own province. I mean, you look at the caliber of players that they're developing over in England, over in France. Yes, they've got a lot of foreigners too, but there's a lot of depth within. If we can have that here, and put good money into players in order to keep them here. So your Villy LaRue's and all these guys don't bugger off. We're going to be creating something good and strong. But yeah, I think we all have our ways. You guys debate. I'm just here for comic relief. Real whatever how you spell it. Fair enough. I believe if you have played for Scotland, you can never ever help England. Yeah, Pratchett should hang his foot in the shame. Yeah, yeah, that Scotland England rivalry is huge. Oh, wait. Talking about England, Archie Adams is going to come in the comment section soon and chirp about it. Although he said he was joking. Yes, I was livid when I read his comment. But then he said he was joking going because we were going for Lewis Hamilton last night. But anyway, I showed my favorite English sports stars. TV deals will be where the money is. South African Premiership could be massive in Europe because it is our off season. There we go. There we go. You've got a Curry Cup that is one of the oldest provincial tournaments, and if we could create something out of that, and the UK and the Aussies and the New Zealanders buy those deals, shit, think of the money we're investing and what we growing. There's a lot of potential. RG, don't let him in. All smokers will attack him. Yeah. Oh, you mean? Do you think Springbok scrum will weaken or stronger without Proudfoot? It's the same team. They will adapt to the new management. They will change maybe a few things. I think it will go stronger. I mean, we're losing the beast, fine, so that's a big impact. But they'll slowly adapt and pick it up. What? A cheapest smoking brand is called RG. Oh, I'm with you. Sorry, man. I'm a bit slow today. I had a big dinner, so I'm half asleep and awake at the same time. Thanks to this good old pineapple juice. Does everyone know Matt Proudfoot played for Scotland? No, I did not. Yes, Malcolm, you're educating me tonight. I did not know that. I did not know that. Well, is he a Scot? Or is he South African? Or is he just an Englishman born and then came to South Africa? Like what a lot of the sports stars have of us. Who knows the hooker who played for the Aussies and the Bokke? Oh, I'm not sure. We're getting quizzes here tonight. Q&A with the G Nation. G Nation quizzing me. I don't know all these things. Oh, wait. He is not Scott. He is Matt. What did I say? Um, okay, I'll shut up. Keep going. You're keeping me going. You're making me think, which is good. Although I never know whether you're joking or not, like that hooker question. I think we have SA. I think we have SA. I'm missing. I missed that one. South Africa with Scottish roots, not good enough for SA at the time. Okay, so like CJ Stunder, when they told him he's too small, Heinrich's Bulls told him that, and he went to go be one of the great Irishmen. What a player we missed out on there. Thanks, Bulls. Just kidding, Heinrich. See, I'm fighting back at you now. See, you're waking me up here. Blisby, it's always strange for me to see European rivalry. Here in Africa, we're happy if our counterparts do well in any sport. That is such a good comment. That is such a good comment. I mean, if we flash back to 2010 Soccer World Cup, when was it Cameroon? One of no, even Ivory Coast. I'll never forget it in PE. Ivory Coast were playing someone, and Drogba came on, and the freaking electricity, how the South Africans went behind Ivory Coast. It's that's a very good point. That's a very good point. Oi, leave the Bulls alone. We are getting enough shit as it is. Hey, what you talking about? You got Jake White. You guys are gonna be the threat. I'm telling you now. I am shit scared of the Bulls. Go Ghana. There we go. Yeah, it was Ghana. And it was madness. Even Namibia, even though they get smashed 100-0, we still go Namibia. That's a very good point. Talk it when Blizzard said that. It's the European rivalry is different. You either love or hate. I suppose it's like us provincial rugby fans. You either love or hate the Sharks, you love or hate the Bulls, you love or hate Stormers. It's just a thing. Whereas for me, the Cheetahs, I like. I've got nothing against the Cheetahs. Lions, no. But it's weird how these relationships work. Namibia are going to win the World Cup, Thomas says. I think, Thomas, have another drink, but on that note, it's almost time for me. Trust me, coach. You're a great coach, but if they get past the group stages, that's like a World Cup. I think Heinrich and I were talking about this the other day. Oh shit, no wonder I'm wrong. It was that hooker who played for Scotland and South Africa. Oh, okay, I'm with you. Cheetahs there. I knew you would comment there. He won 4 caps for Scotland in the early 2000s. His grandfather was from Dumfries. Dumfries or Dumfries? Interesting. Thank you for that. That I got cheetah as yeah, no, that's interesting. I didn't know that about Proudfoot. So well done there, Malcolm. You taught us something tonight. Blizzardby, like the English hate the Germans in soccer. Even that's interesting. I didn't know that about Proudfoot. So well done there, Malcolm. You taught us something tonight. Blizzardby, like the English hate the Germans in soccer, even though they are from the same part of the world. Exactly. It's the same with England and Scotland. My brother-in-law, don't say, oh, she's going to come at me again, yeah. But the same part of the world. Exactly. It's the same with England and Scotland. My brother-in-law, don't say, oh, she's going to come at me again, yeah. But he's a Scot. He would support, I think, um, Dubai over England. So, yeah, it's very interesting, Blizzard, how the rivalry is. Willem van der Walt, welcome to the stream. How's it, bud? Welcome. No, what? No, fries are down there, tasty. Oh, God. Yes, today. Yes, he's sharp tonight. Bloody hell. Not saying you're not always sharp. You're always sharp. Freaking quick tonight. I think we have enough local talent and plenty for the future to invest overseas. Fair enough. I just hope we don't lose it. Right. Start getting settled. I'll finally quieten down. Hak vannacht. This is the life. Chantal sent me a photo of Yuri and chilling, watching. I love where the tablet is sitting on a road sign. I think that's funny every time I see it. All right, where are we? Nathan, everyone were what? I think everyone were at the Bulls early on in the year. Now they're scared of us. It's the way it's supposed to be. I'm not going to argue with you there. I really am not. I think the Bulls are gonna be a threat. I'm excited for this. I hope we get a localized Super Rugby tournament like what the All Blacks are gonna do. I think it's gonna be phenomenal seeing that. Roger Goody's live on Facebook. Oh, that'll be something to watch after this. Um, Carl cheaters is van Bloemfontein. You cheating people. I love the cheaters. Yuri is a cheater. He's a cheater for skrik. Thomas, I think we have enough local talent and plenty for the. Didn't you just say that? Or have I read it twice? Oh, no, you have said it twice. I thought I saw that. They better be scared. I'll fight them all with my trusty Nathan at my side. I think next, if we come out of this alive, I did, sorry, all good. Um, Bulls, Sharks, Loftus. I go watch that game. I think that will be quite a jolt. And go to that pub that looks at the stadium in that field. That's a nice little bar that I love looking into there. Gareth Mason, I'm really glad Peter Steph is staying. I agree with the Stormers. I also heard that Warwick Galan is coming to the Cape. Great news, at least for me as a Stormers fan. We have another Stormers fan in the house. Yeah, I think it's phenomenal. I think Gallant will be quite a loss for the Bulls, but the Stormers are going to get an interesting team. They're going to be a threat. Have you heard the Zol song? Yeah, I have. I've seen it 50 million times on TikTok. When people Zol, yes, that's a good song. And that woman, oof, I'm not even going to get into it. She wants to extend our alcohol ban. Thomas is also a Stormers fan. Yes, we've got a few Stormers and Bulls. Are there any Sharks in the house? Am I the only Sharks person here? If you want to spend all your donations on one dope, sure, G-Man. I'd rather take you to the Presley's. Oh, okay, fair enough. 120 and you drink as much. So you're like, okay, cool. We're in for that one, Heinrich. Okay, cool. I don't want to spend a lot. Yeah, actually, I do remember the bull was flipping big and we just went there for breakfast. So, yes, Stormers. Here we go. Dean Haynes is a Stormers. Chantal, okay, I know Chantal's a Stormers. Andre somewhere, he was here earlier. He probably still is. He's a Stormer. So we've got a few. Thomas says, I'm a Stormer and a Shark. That's an odd combination. A Stormer and a Shark. Oh, my word. Look who's visited. Because it's not right, is in the house. Cheers, buddy. Thank you for that. Jeez, you are a good egg. I hope you're feeling better, by the way, because you weren't feeling like yesterday. Nathan, Gareth, do you remember the last time the Sharks and Bulls had a huge match? If I remember correctly, the Bulls, oh, here we go, ended coming up with the trophy. Oh, Nathan, hit me while I'm down, bud. I'll give it to you. 2007. I'll never forget it. Welcome to the stream. Check it. The man's missed. Unfortunately, it was on yesterday, and then my bloody internet cut out on part two. Then we came back for part three. It was a Democrat stream last night. Dean Haynes, what? My friend just got his pro career signage on Thursday for Western Province. Watch out for Jerome Curvort. Oh, lucky, man. I'll keep that note of that name. Good to know we have a fellow soon to be pro on here. Thomas, I was from Durban, then moved to Cape Town. Now, my story is completely confused. I was from Cape Town, moved to PE, yet I'm a Sharks fan. How does that work? I don't know. Because it's not right. We are good, my friend. Hope you're well too. Good to have you back with us tonight. Sharks got one back in 2018 Currie Cup final. Yeah, but it's not the same. Give me a Currie Cup final, fantastic. But I wanted that Super Rugby title. 2007 hurts. It hurts. I watched the 99 Cricket World Cup final this morning. They were doing a documentary to it. Shit, I still got upset telling Donald not to freaking or to run. But Ghana, um, Blizzard B, Stormers, Sharks, strange. We Stormers don't like the Bulls and Sharks. That's what I'm saying. That's an odd one. It's like my dad's. He's a Stormer. He doesn't like the Sharks or the Bulls. It's like what was the saying with old Nas Buerta? You hate him in the blue, but you love him in the green and gold. If you're a Providence fan, of course. Young prodigy. He plays for the Sacs at the moment. He's phenomenal. Oh, Sacs, good team. New Cheslin Colby. Alrighty, Dean. We will watch out for that. Heinrich, dis dat pineapple beard. G-man. Disney, goed vir jou nie. Wow, what did I do? I'm with you. Dis baie goed vir my. Baie lekker too. Super Rugby final. That was brutal. Mate, you can say that again. Alan Donald's name's not. I just said it. He's not allowed to be in the stream. Shit. Yes, what a game. Interesting times, that, eh? Sharks winning Super Rugby 2020, apparently. No ways. Going to be Brumbies. It's- well, if we win the conference, then yeah, we've won Super Rugby. But it's not the same. I want to win the through. Now, Bulls were good in those days. Shit, they were strong. Bloody Habana. Nathan, watch out for Morno Shea. He's playing at 8 Fights in Park. I went to primary school with him. He should be coming in the semi-pro or possibly even pro rugby. This is me. I always support SA teams no matter who when they play overseas teams. Now I'm the same. I used to not be with the Bulls, but since I've grown up and matured, I do support. Favorite Super Rugby final? Oh, shit. Not none, because the Sharks didn't win. But that's a tough one. Probably the 2007. As sore as it was, we it was a damn good game, and Habana just caught us sleeping. So credit to the Bulls, but I enjoyed it. On the 99 cricket, I will never watch highlights of that game. I keep saying that, and then I always end up watching it. It's like that. Oh man, I know. Humber will be nine at the 2023 World Cup. Well, let's see. Could work. I think we're going to have a good bunch of them. Let's see what happens. I tackled the shit out of Tian Skuman at practice once. Could not catch one now. Oh, well, hey, at least you tackled him, mate. But yeah, there's a lot of upcoming talent, and this is why I'm talking about investments. There's all these people that are coming into the country in order to scout us to go overseas, and we can't lose out on this. And that's why I want investments in South Africa to keep these guys going, and that's why I'm making quite a big song and dance about the All Black investment because I don't think people realize how good that is. It's really a good investment for New Zealand rugby. But like you've all said, Chester said it, a few of you said it, we just got to be careful with the way we look at investments and not make it destroy the game. Rather keep it to um, keep us all strong and follow the reason. What is my least favorite South African provincial team? Unfortunately, the Bulls because they beat us. Sorry, Vince Cowell. Hi, G man. How's it, bud? Welcome to the stream. Sorry, it's got to be. Um, about to choose a second team, it will be Cheetahs and Stormers. But sorry, yeah, I have to go Bulls. Sorry to the Bulls fans over here. I know who's going to flip me now. I know you're supposed to be impartial, but I'm just asking. Yeah, that's it. If I have to choose one, um, yeah, it would probably have to be them. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Well, I saw Ryan said something here. That's what I like to see. 16 views, 16 likes. I've got 17 views, 16 likes. We're getting there. Getting there. Let's see if we can get to 25 by the end of tonight's stream. Then I'm going to be happy. Where are we? You must watch. He plays in Scotland apparently next. Tristan Colby in Scotland. Cool, Thomas. I'll keep an eye out for him. John Allen is the hooker that played for SA and Scotland in the late 80s and 90s, I think. His son is Thomas Allen, who played 10 for Italy. Shit, I wouldn't know that. A wee bit before my time. But interesting stat there. Played for SA and Scotland. I will look him up. How's this? John Allen is the hooker that played for SA and Scotland in the late 80s and 90s. His son is Tommaso Allen. He plays for Italy. How's that for three rugby nations in all? There's Mr. Zane. Have you finished eating? Welcome to the stream, but what you get people like the pools, then you get people that is wrong. Fair comment there. Because it's not right. I was tackled by my mother-in-law after eating her raspberry pudding. She tackled like Gary Teichman. That's a good one. The mother-in-law jokes are starting up tonight. Pleasant be true that I'm not switching as a Stormers fan. There we go. A raspberry pudding, nudge, nudge, wink, wink, or a raspberry pudding she prepared. Oh, here we go. He's quick. He's quick. Stormers first, Cheetahs second, Kings third. Sorry, I keep forgetting about my Kings. Kings are second, but in Super Rugby, I'd say Stormers. In getting in rugby and poaching top players in the world with $1 million contracts. Rugby players are tougher than NFL players. They'll stay here. It's more, I should be worried about NFL players coming to play an actual sport instead of getting padded up. Sorry, American fans, but I had to do it. Heinrich answers my question earlier, but G-Man, do you think Honor Porter will get his Springbok cap because he's only 28? Hey, anything's possible. You know, the age is only a number in these days. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Anyone's got a chance, but it's going to be tough. We've got good position right now. Well done, Mr. Big Mac. Got it right. You were in the honor of enjoying the company for a few more hours. Fair enough. Do you think Mapimpo or Mapimpi, Thomas? I think you meant Mapimpi will make the next World Cup. I do think if we're talking about Mapimpi. CBC investment is bad long term. Short-term cash injection at the low cost of long cash outflow investors. That's interesting. Pro 14, Pro 14 should concentrate on trying to bring all the teams up to a competitive level. And like supporting winning teams, no one wants to see teams being beaten all the time. But I think the point of it is the good part of it is to try and bring money into these teams because they currently got no money and they're not playing sport. So if the investments come into the sport, we will see good things happening. But I get what you're saying. I do get your concern. I just think investments might be the way to go for a long term. But I agree with your worry. Short term cash interjection, cost of long term. It's an interesting point. Thomas, I really support the Boerland team. I don't know enough, but I know they're all right. What you make of Ireland's rugby future in terms of competing against England in particular? Adam, look, I'm trying to think of. I'm going to do a video on each Six Nations team, especially Ireland. I think they've got a good future. I think it just all depends on how well everyone judges together. I think it's solid. I've always had faith in Ireland. I think they'll come back. Got a couple of dwarfs in the parliament. Oh, geez, you can say that again. Do you have a plum duff in SA? What the hell's a plum duff? Am I missing something? Or dwarf? Is that what Irish is commenting on? I still want to see Louis Rees Zammit play for Wales. He's my favourite overseas non-South African player. Oh, anything's possible for these guys. I mean, what's his name? Former Lions coach, Gloucestershire, Johan Ackerman. I mean, they're talking of his son going to be playing for England maybe soon. So there's another one. Thomas says, because I saw the 2023 predicted squad and know my pimpy, maybe they'll think he's going overseas. Look, he's been around for a while. Um, but yeah, I don't know. He's got stiff competition now. I think, to be honest with you, before the World Cup, I rated Spoon and Corsi ahead of my pimpy. So it all depends if he can keep it up, or if he does, or if he like goes. It all depends. If he goes overseas, then maybe he might not. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. A wing's a very tough position. You either stay there for a long time or you fade away. But I want to see Spoon Corsi get more opportunities. My mother-in-law makes a wonderful plum duff. Oh, I'm with you now. Don't say your mother-in-law makes a plum duff. My brain is going to explode with jokes. It's coming up, but I can't say it yet. I could only think what I'm thinking right now in order to put in. G-Man, what do you think of the idea of running Six Nations and the Rugby Championship at the same time? I think I did a video on this. I think it's a good thing. I think it will be an awesome way for both tournaments to feed off each other. Um, Look, it's going to be challenging, but if you think of it, when it's just going to give us so much option for rugby. I mean, jeepers, I'm going to be streaming every freaking hour. I mean, think of it. You got New Zealand in the morning, then you got early afternoon. If they work it well, I think it could be awesome, and it's going to force the North and the South to watch each other. Um, so I'm for the idea. I know a lot of people aren't. They're worried about too much rugby and all that stuff. And Six Nations is the dominant, so rugby championship will die out. I don't. I think they will feed off each other very well if they are at the same time. And phew, YouTube will be great then. So for me as a content creator, and I think 2 Cents will agree on this, we will be ticking. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm for it. I think it's a good idea. I rate my pimpy. No, he's good. Don't get me wrong, he is good. Nathan Fassi is my favorite fullback in the game, so I want to see him in the 20. He could be there. He's got potential. Fassi, look at that. A bull supporter saying compliments about the Sharks. Well done, Nathan. I think he's brilliant too. No way you can say my pimpy is not in the 22-3 squad. Of course, 4 years is a long time. A lot can happen. Yeah. Where did you see that squad, Thomas, where my pimpy wasn't included? Because I found that quite shocking. It's a World Cup winning player. I would definitely have him in. Where he will be, I don't know. But I would see him still there. He's a solid boykie. My brain is laughing at the moment. I think all our brains are laughing at the moment with that comment I made. Um, what goes in the plum duff says in the plum duff. Oh, Lord, here we go. Too much rugby. There's no such thing. I agree with you, Blizzard. I agree with you. Flesh and Element, didn't realize you were on. Just been out for a run. Yeah, surprised you. Yuri convinced me this morning talking, and I thought, let's do a stream. Have a good hour and a half stream with Yates and a catch up. Because yesterday's stream was so shit with the network. So I thought, let's just do one tonight. And then we've done 2 streams. Shout out to ABC, and because it's not rightful, donating to the channel tonight and last night. Really appreciate it to you legends. The tier 2 European teams like that idea because February and the continental Europe is frozen. That's actually a good point. It will give more exposure to them. So flip, it will work well. I'm cool. I don't have a clue what plum duff is for fuck's sake. Is it cake? I don't have a clue what plum duff is for fuck's sake. Is it cake? Yeah, yeah. Oh no, my mind's spinning. It's like I think you got stuff in my mind. Um, yeah, there we go. Oh, that was funny. uh, Shit, I enjoyed that one. Oh, guys, for South Africans, I just got a notification. President Cyril Ramaphosa will address the nation at 7 on Sunday. Well, fuck. Glad I had a laugh. Glad I had a laugh now. How's the UK? Says Ryan. I've actually got a meeting tomorrow with someone in the UK. Take it easy. Caution watching G-Man. Oh, fuck, I must save that. That's a good photo. So it's stuck in the blood off of. Oh, jeez, that was good. Although I think Owen Farrell is a part donut. uh, Lockdown level 5. Oh, no, please don't ruin my. I'm in a good mood now after that, but please don't ruin it with lockdown level 5. Fuck. Oh, that's a good photo too. Oh, I enjoyed that. Now I realized it. Now I realized it, Heinrich. Where am I? Son Nathan. I had to what? Something about Fussy. I had to say Fussy, but that's the only person in the Sharks team that I rate. Don't get me wrong. Pimpin, of course, you're good, but they could be better if they came to a decent team. Shots fired. Da 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 da. Was reading about money in Japanese rugby. Do you think the rest of the world should be worried about the influence? Funny, someone was it Thomas who said, or someone said, invest in Japan. I think it's going to get big. Bob Bermont's obviously giving good money there. But oh, Jesus, Plum Duff is going to be destroying me tonight. Um, yeah, I think Japanese rugby is definitely growing, and with a lot of the boys going over there, it's going to be big. But I would watch out for America. I mean, Dan Carter's going there. You got the Beasties there. Marnanu's there. It was you. I thought so. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. Donuts are fun. Think Farrell is you. Lockdown level infinity. The plant duff is alive. Shoulder tackling the garden gnomes. Hey, garden dwarves, not gnomes. Or gnomes, same thing. Oh well, let's not get into that. That's my cousins over there, the garden gnomes. I will send a plum duff to you, Heinrich, even though you're married. Oh, jeez. It's been Malcolm asking what the fuck's that going. What is a plum duff? Is it cake? Yes, that was brilliant. Uh, oh man, that was good yesterday. If you stay in lockdown, it is lockdown in what infinity, infinity. Oh, crikey! Please, guys, these are two complicating words for me at this time of night. And with pineapple beer, I live in Cape Town, sad of the levels. Yeah, but I think talking about lockdown, everyone's going in Cape Town. The reason Cape Town's so high is because they've done more tests. If we had the exact same number of tests in the Eastern Cape, we will be way ahead of you. Put money on the table on that one, unfortunately. But I don't think. I think he's going to put us to level 3 sooner. I don't think it's going to be bad news. He can't afford to. South Africa's in too much of a state where people are over this lockdown, and I think it's going to be reduced. I reckon. Then the DA are fighting it, so we'll see what happens. I mean, we're also under crazy strict rules. I think they're going to calm down on a few things. I hope. I'm trying to be positive. What's it? Trick psychology, trying to talk the trying to talk something negative to get the opposite result. The pineapple beers kicked in. Only when he said that, that made me freaking laugh. Farrell is a donut. Just look at the man. Then don't get started on Joe Marler. Oh, young. Just Archie's going to come here and get offended. 'Cause he doesn't like us talking bad about the English. Joe Marler is not a tool, he is a tool toucher. Oh man, that is a good one. Tool toucher. Fuck, you could deny. How safe is football rugby game in Europe? What? How safe is a football rugby game in Europe? Has anyone played? I mean, like us regular people, I wouldn't know. My mom has made pineapple beer. What a legend. I get quite a lot of alcohol custard from our cat. What? She's now heard of it. Radu FNT at what level, mate? Cheapers, I don't know. Goes well with the duff. Crikey, Moses, X. Yesterday. But to go back to your, I don't know, we'll see. Um, I don't know, rugby football overseas, yeah, I mean, how different could it be? I think it's different ways you play, maybe. But yeah, 5 from 5 ordinary people. Don't get me wrong. I know we're all mocking him. I still rate him highly. I think he's a bloody good player, Owen Farrell. I think he's top notch, dangerous force, and that's why I agreed with him being in that rugby pass team. Jeez, that hilarious. Let's just asking Owen Jones and that experience. Flipping out. I wonder, is there any update speaking of that on Joe Marler's band? Are they counting this time of not playing as his ban, or are they actually going to ban him for rugby games? Because I didn't agree with that talk with him. I saw your comment. I'm not saying it loud. Then Flesher, what? Then Farrell and the Dove is a great comment. I played all through school in the army. You will die one day anyway, and it probably won't be playing rugby. So get involved. That's a very good comment there, Malcolm. I'm with you on that one. I think you we've all got a life ahead of us, and we don't know what's at stake. So go in and play it. Weird English puddings. That's a good one. But yeah, I think it all depends on how you approach the game. If you're strong, you can handle it. If you're not, you can't. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. It's different to the south. So yeah, it's interesting. Cheers, honey. It's interesting on the whole ruling. I always find the Pro 14 sometimes a little slower to what we see in the north, but when I watch Six Nations, I absolutely love it. As long as we don't do the kicking and it's more running rugby. That's why I love watching the All Blacks play against England or Ireland or even South Africa. It's because we get solid rugby game. Um, so yeah, it's interesting. Wasn't expecting you on today as well. Yeah, Declan. And thank Yuri for that. He convinced me this morning. So I thought, because yesterday's stream was such a shocker with part one and part two and part three, I thought let's do a solid, good hour and 15 stream for you guys and have a chat and a Saturday drink as well. So yeah, surprise, surprise. Joe would love prison. Loads of people who say about to do. Fuck. But I really hope that Cyril changes at times for us to do exercise. 6 and 9 a.m. So funny, gymming or doing exercise. In South Africa, we only allowed to train outside, like running, jogging, all that stuff. Not allowed in gyms from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Sorry, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Only between those times, and nothing after that. And we have to be in house by 8 o'clock at night. We're not allowed to travel in the car unless you got a permit, like you're on radio or something like that. Are you guys under those rules as well, or is it just South Africa? 25 likes. We're halfway to the like goal. I don't think we'll get 50 tonight, Ryan, but who knows? If we get 30, I'll be happy. I'm really happy with 24. It's been good. Wanted to finish started playing sports again. We risk a fine though. True. Um, G-Man, if the Kings leave Pro 14, who should replace them? Georgia team and another Scotland team, different SA team. Well, Chester, I would say, to be honest, let's give another SA team an opportunity just to give them a bash. That's a good one. COVID-19 operation times 901. Yeah. I want to see a combined South African team like what we did with the Cats in Super Rugby. I want a combined team from the Griquas, the Pumas, maybe some Kings, just to create something strong and competitive in the tournament. And I think that will do us something good. Keeping at home because of some weights. Yeah, a lot of people have been into the home gym. I mean, I've got a few dumbbells here and I've been trying to keep active. Apparently, Marla's ban is done on the Senate. You see, that's what I heard. Now, that is crap. He should not, he should be, um, yeah, he should be banned games. He's not learning anything. He's not getting anything out of it. So, yeah, ticks me off. Thomas says, "What? You know the president, 7, then 7:30, then 8. So then tomorrow." Fair enough. You're not wrong there because it's not right. I wonder what the average age kids start playing rugby and the average retirement age is. And what do you replace? What do you, what? And what do you replace it? Sure, I wouldn't know that. I mean, in South Africa, I mean, kids are starting at the age of freaking 8. I used to coach school kids quite a few years ago, and it was madness how these youngsters tackled like machines and flipping hell, they were vicious and they could play the sport. So I don't know, retirement age, I think it all depends on what your body can handle, but average age to start playing rugby, shit, I think kids start from 9. If you're meaning pro, probably high school level, but I think kids go mad. One like to go, oh shit, we're already on 29. Yes, we've done well. That's right. You're doing your job proudly tonight, my bad. My daughter plays age 7, but they don't tackle yet. Yeah, I think they stopped tackling now. I was in Pretoria about 3, 4 years ago, and my cousin was playing. I was at Maurice, and they've got a flag or a strap in their pants, and the kids have to pull it out instead of tackling. That seems to be the new way. We have reached 30. It's still 29, yeah, but like and that was very good to see. So it's to stop the tackling because the youngsters flipping out at the age of 7 or 8. I mean, I never forget the one kid who tackled one of my boys. I mean, he grabbed the kid by the neck. It's called tag rugby. Thank you. I forgot about that one. He grabbed the kid around the neck and like half clotheslined him, like in WWE when they go clothesline and they're still in the air and swing around. Yeah, we shat ourselves. Kid was given a card, but I mean, they don't understand. And I mean, yeah, so this whole tag rugby thing is safer, but I think it starts at any age, to be honest. I was supposed to start rugby this year, but now thanks to COVID, I did not get an opportunity. Well, keep it in mind. You never know, maybe one day. Just keep at it. Scotland should have a team in the borders. That's where the power base is, but The SRU insisted on a team in Glasgow, so if they could afford it, get a new team there. Fair enough. That tag rugby is good because they still get low and close. I agree with you. Spot on there. I like to return to club rugby next year again, but the wife said no. Ach, nee, man. Now, you see, I don't know if you're married now, you've got to protect yourself. I go to a boys and girls school. Okay, legend, man. But, I wish I could play rugby, but no ways. I don't have the vuma for it. Um, I would return to club cricket, or am I allowed, but can't play so that the Bulls see me. That's what her was. I like that. Well played. That was a good one. Uh, hey, who knows? Maybe you got hidden talent, and maybe marriage has changed you into a phenomenal rugby player. You've got your protective genes on, and then who knows? Maybe the Bulls hire you. That would be flipping epic. We can have you more interviews. Got a Bulls guy. Gee, man, you could play tag rugby. I'm too unfit for that. I'd rather get back into cricket. I could though. I'm the size of those kids, so it will be fun. Quite entertaining. Just imagine streaming that. Sorry, guys, I'm going to quickly play tag rugby. It's actually a goal, maybe one day. Join the youngsters playing tag rugby. I ref under 10s rugby. I let the kids get away with slightly forward passes, and when I do, I get yelled at and abused by the parents. Yo, that was one thing, Johnny Blaze. Now that you talk about that, the parents, they're more committed than anything. Committed than anything. Really go at the kids. Like, yo, Afrikaans and the English parents. Shit, they go wuss. Especially the Afrikaans parents. Very passionate, I must say. And they go absolutely berserk for it. But it's good, man. It's all good sport and passion. But they need to calm down a bit. It is just a sport at the end of the day. I think sometimes the parents are playing more for the kids, or the parents get the kids to play their dream, if you know what I mean. I tackled a, I tackled a 60-year-old prop. His false teeth came out and went into the sponge bucket. Oh, gross, but bloody classic. Right, I got an all bulls. Now I'm talking bulls, talking bullshit. I got an all boys school, and I go, sorry. I'm pretty sure that they start tag rugby from grade one. Yeah, I think that has been introduced. I think that's been introduced. So when I was coaching, that was 2011. 2011 was challenge in order to protect these kids because shit, one tackle can destroy a kid, can put them in a very tough position. Tag rugby is legit stuff. Yeah, I think it's flipping good, and I think it's entertaining and very quick way to get fit. Very good point. Now I should go to that old school I used to coach and see. And it's safer in social distancing. Pull the tag instead of tackling the kid. When I used to play rugby, I would imagine the guy receiving the kick. What? Guy receiving the kickoff had been banging my girl. That's a good strategy. Go and protect. Yes, that guy must get flattened then. And if you play with under 10s G man, you'll have a birth certificate that says I am 10 written in crayon with 100 rand sticker to it. There we go. See, there's always a plan we can make. Do you watch my sevens, Gareth? I do. Uh, I do when it's on. I won't sit the whole day. I do when it's on. I won't sit the whole day and watch sevens, but I do watch all the South Africans when they play. Except if it's in Vegas and it's at the crack of dawn. Sorry, no, then I don't. My son plays rugby, but his girlfriend is Swedish and she had no idea about it and doesn't get it. She likes the She likes to piss up after though. Cheers. Hey, I won't argue with that. If my chicken to like the going out for the joll afterwards, those are always the entertaining times. Fine, after the drinks, those are always fun. My buddy Zane, he often plays soccer and watching the entertaining. Um, I just joined us at Lazar. Welcome, bud. Some parents are savage, swearing their heads off in front of the kids. Not a good look on the parents. Yeah, I remember that very clearly when that happened. What's why is this shit are we talking bullshit, G man? Let's just go get sushi. Oh, sushi. Oh, mate, I haven't had that in a long time. Keep her away from the. That tend to be a go. People getting stabbed. Jeez, like football parents. My God, mainly in the central and the west of Scotland, where Rangers and oh yeah, but Rangers and Celtic rivalry. Oh, that's bad. I mean, I wore my brother-in-law bought. I'm not going to get into it just now, but I wore one of the tops representing Scotland, thinking I'm doing a good thing, doing a video and wearing a like a Scotland tie. Yo, I got slaughtered. Jeepers, that was a. I've never done that. I've actually hid that jersey. I'm not going to mention that because just not like you all start flicking me. Zay, get me some sushi as well. Hey, still here. Well, he's the one who was talking about the fines. It's always entertaining watching. My dream job is to become a commentator or a sports reporter. Nothing stopping you. Do what I'm doing. Create your own, and who knows who notices you. That's still my dream. So maybe one day. But Ryan, when I first aid at school, from my experience, the parents get more involved than the kids, especially for the big rivals like Rondebosch versus Bishop. Yeah, no, it's hectic. The parents are very passionate, and I think that's one of the problems in sport in the US. Is because the parents are too busy forcing their kid to play a sport when they actually don't want to play sport, but they want the kid to live the parents' dream, if that makes sense. And I think that's why you see all these kids getting aggressive or not wanting sport or do they're forced by the parents. It's a very dangerous game that we can play with what this is if the kids get too hectic. But it's crazy. What school are you at? I was at Sachs. Justin Donnelly says Sachs is a good school. My dad's old colleague went to Sachs. Bloody expensive though, if I'm not mistaken. Or a rugby player. Hey, if you want to be a rugby player, go for it. I'm past that day, but definitely keen on being a commentator one day. Keep the dreams alive. Rhonda Bosch. Hey, that's another. So, I knew someone in Rhonda Bosch. I forgot who they were, but I knew someone. My parents are academics, so no sport in the family. Create your own. Doesn't mean you have to not be. Go for it. Worst sport to learn. Pole vaulting. What the word is that? Pole. Christopher, wanneer dink jy is die rugby terug om die KC? I'm guessing he's saying when is rugby back on the TV? Well, rugby's back on the 13th of June in New Zealand, but South Africa we won't see rugby again until September, I think. August, September, October. Just a great schools, fantastic rivalries in Cape Town. Yeah. Grove Primary. I know Grove Primary. Why do I know that name? Thomas, where are you from? Grove Primary. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking Grove. Never mind. Malcolm, sushi. Even cavemen cook their fish for fuck's sake. Get it in a frying pan. No, I disagree with you there, Malcolm. Sushi, ugh, give it to me. It's so bloody expensive, but my buddy Zane and I, we went to an all you can eat. Oh, that restaurant's not closed. Fuck. Oh, I can eat sushi. Eh? Oh man, I can shit too afterwards, but it's bloody good. August, yeah. Malcolm, it's not Cape Town. Okay. Uh, no, I'm thinking of another one. Malcolm, it's not Scotland, mate. It's all over the UK. The parents think little Johnny will be in the Premiership feeding them millions. There we go. That's the problem is the parents have the mindset of being the next David Beckham or Ronaldo, and they're forgetting the sport. They just automatically want the money, and that's where your younger generation don't play anymore for the sport. They're playing for money, which is sad. So yeah, it's a tough one. Pro 14 is starting to train again soon. So Pro 14, I saw something with the Kings doing something. So let's hope Pro 14's back. I think Europe will be next, maybe July, August. We'll see Europe back in, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Nathan, one of the worst matches I played in was a fest I went to. I went to a very small, and we played in an under 16 tournament. But one of the school teams we played put our under 16 team against the second team. Oh, I know, hectic. There's a lot of that going around. Making reading the under 16 is that schools over in South Africa are putting varsity students into their A teams in the rugby league so that they can try and get big boys in and get some victories. I think that's absolutely shocking. Apparently, Ellen Zilla's children go there. Oh, interesting. Now the grandchildren, I think you mean. I think the children are too old now. Oh, went there. Okay. Gee, man, oh, you didn't get my sushi joke. I meant sushi in the fish. And they live in the sea, the sharks. Oh, I didn't see that. Where's the sushi joke? Oh, my word. Sorry, I'm now. Let's go get sushi. Sorry, Nathan. I'm a bit slow. I now get it. Mocking my bloody sharks. I'm not used to that. The sharks being lined with sushi. They always call. People always mock my team as they call them the sardines or something. My dad said watching me play rugby was like watching Forrest Gump. He kept running, he kept on running. That was a movie, flipping out. But yeah, so we'll see. But I think schoolboy rugby is it's an interesting position because yesterday, and the worst part, and I don't want to get too much into it, but the whole story of doping in sport, they blame the parents too. It's not the kids. Oh, that's another one. Guppies. Guppies is the famous one. Thank you, Nathan, for reminding me. Guppies and sardines are the ones I hear often. What do you think of the American president? Let's not get into politics. I have my thoughts, but I won't save it for you. What started your passion for rugby, Sam Smith? Sure. Um, Look, I've always had a passion for sport. My main sport was cricket. Rugby, I've always loved watching. I love watching it with my mates around a fire or in the pub. That ignited it more as I grew older, especially in the past 5, 6 years where I've really gotten close to it. And then I just randomly did a video where I included rugby, and it was my top rating video. I think it was my tribute to US, where I got my first ever 1,000 views. And I thought, hey, we're on a wicket here. Maybe start talking about this. And then I cucked all over Alistair Coetzee, and that also got another 1,000 views. And then I thought, let's keep going. And then we were averaging at 200 to 500 views. And I went into it, and it took this channel off. The Six Nations and the Rugby Championship. International rugby really made this channel. So hopefully I can get more into it with Super Rugby and the Pro 14 and stuff, and get more involved in it because I love it. But international really. does well, yeah. But yeah, that started. Sam, I've always loved sport, and it's just grown. And because I want to do commentary and stuff and media, um, it just ignited it here. Which and through this, I've been on radio and done things there. So yeah, literally picked up a camera and decided to talk. Edinburgh, they are going places. Under Richard Cockerell, I'm a Glasgow fan, but Edinburgh are evolving quicker. I agree. I think Edinburgh are a good team to watch out for. Chester, we used to play against some schools in townships. They would have some really big children who looked much older. Yeah, but it all depends on how the system is taken, if it was developed well, because normally they might just throw in teams, or if it's generally developed. So it could have been a bad one there. The American president looks like an old peach with fake hair. Enough said. G man, how old are you if you want to share? I am 29. We had an epic stream about a month ago, birthday stream. That was awesome. Um, yeah, 29 years old, big 3-0 next year. Joining fellow Zane, Dippy, Yuri in the and Beverly in the 30s next year. And they getting old. Okay, Dippy's not 30 yet, so Zane, he's got to 30 first. And Chantal and I are reaching our peak of 30. When did my fellow bull leave? Heinrich always tends to, he pops off and comes back. He'll come back just as I'm about to end in the next 15 minutes. Watch. Just as I'm about to sign off, then he's going to be back. Heinrich always pops on and pops off. Um, Sam Smith, my passion started at the Japan versus Issa 2015 World Cup. My dad screaming at the TV and me crying during the rugby matches. Fair enough. Has to be the greatest rugby moment. Sure. Oaks, I'm late to the party. Matthew, welcome, friend. Never late. I'm still going to be here for another 13, so we're still going strong. Hit that like button, guys. I see we're on 30. I think we might be past 30, but let's see how far we can get before we end. Done well, done well, done well. Been a good one. John Smith, our ex-skipper, said that Farida Priya was better than yours. Your thoughts? I disagree. Blizzard, that's a tough one. I'm biased. I'm a Yost fan. It was my era, so I would also go with Yost. I could disagree. But Farid, 31 so far, or 32 now, I see. Farid was brilliant. He was just a brute force. I think very similar, have their own positives. But yeah, I'm a US boy, with all due respect to Farid. I mean, he's brilliant. I think he's definitely second best in the country. I would have loved to have seen Farid versus Faf, like a Lions Bulls. I think that could have been something exciting. So who knows? I'm a youth boy. What is South Africa? Why doesn't South Africa have something like a haka? I don't know. Everyone keeps asking us because of the Zulu war cry and the African dances that we have that are quite traditional. I don't know why it's not been developed here. I really don't. I, for you older guys here, there's a brilliant essay movie, probably one of my best essay comedies, called Heel Against the Head with Bill Flynn and Paul Slavolasky. My word, it was fun, and they did a haka. Yes, it was funny. You must check it up on YouTube. Heel Against the Head. Probably one of the funniest rugby video or rugby comedies you would ever watch. I love it till this day, even though it was created in 96, 97. Phenomenal movie. Go check that out. Do you agree with Faf de Klerk being better than De Pree? Oof, that's a tough one. No, my opinion, I still think Fourie de Pree is better. Watched a great match today, Springboks versus Lions, match 2 in 2009. Was that with 2 Cents? I saw he was watching Springboks Lions. I want to watch Springbok All Blacks Lions 2000 and something. Carter versus Johnny. Big Wall, who's often at 2 cents a stream, he recommended it. I want to go see it. Off to put the bed. Thanks for the stream. Bye all. Cheers because it's not right. Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. And thank you for the donation on the channel, man. Really, really appreciate it. Keeps the channel going, so it means a lot. Thanks, man. And I hope you're doing well and better. What are property prices like in SA? Is it easy for young generation to own a house or do the majority rent? Majority renter depends. It's very tough. It all depends on your lineup of work and the family you're born into or something like that. But it's tough, man. People rent for a while. It's it's not as I don't think it's as easy as the UK. But I don't know. I'm talking of myself and things I've seen. It's a tough world out there. Our economy is not strong at the moment, so it's hectic. I want to thank SA from the Scottish Nation for doing fun Durham over. No, he's now Scottish qualified and is going to play for us. Joking aside, why did SA Rugby let him go? Same thing with CJ Stander for Ireland. Why did we let him go? We let a lot go. Pure, poor coaching where they judge a book by its cover instead of actually seeing the talent. That's my opinion. Anyone who's reading this who hasn't liked the video, please like it. Shot. Ryan, you're doing a phenomenal job. Um, SA has the war cries. Do you remember when they slipped? I don't. Where does where goes the run? What? There goes the run. Got the vodka out. Oh, I'm with you. 5 o'clock is a grey scrum off because he's like an open side. I wouldn't say he's the greatest scrum off. He's good, but his box kicking still bothered me. If he plays like he played in the World Cup final, 100%. But if he does his box kicks that don't work, I don't know. Hey, look, he's back. Heinrich, what have you been commenting a while? We were actually talking about you. Nathan was asking where you were earlier. I missed 2 cents stream. Had to go babysit people installing windscreens on our trucks at work. Ah, shit, man. I also missed it. I was busy with the family this morning and chilling around and getting some YouTube videos out. So I also missed it. I saw it come up and I thought, let me get into it, but got sidetracked. And Cape Town property is way more expensive than like Joburg. Yeah, of course, but Cape Town's got the views. Cape Town's stunning. Oh, if I had the money, I'd live there. Looks like your Wi-Fi behaved today. Shh. So far, we still got another 7-10 minutes left. I was helping my lovely wife with veggies. Please read the lovely wife out loud. She's listening. I need brownie points. Okay, lovely wife. Oh, look at Heinrich talking about his lovely wife. Well done, Heinrich. You're a good husband, mate. Brownie points galore. If the alcohol and cigarettes ban go on for further, the government is going to be in trouble with many South Africans. I kind of just want Captain Morgan rum. I want just a brandy, mate. A good old Richelieu. Mush on the key. And a proper 12. That was replying to the comment of Sam Smith. No, we're with you. Remember the final when we won the World Cup and the lights went out? Like Escom. Remember at the final? Which final? Lights went out. Like I remember when the Springboks were playing the world team and the sound system went down and the crowd at Newlands kept the vibe going, which was unbelievable. Big smile. I'm allowed on the bedside carpet. Now I'm upgrading from the couch. Oh, well done. I'm glad I could help, Heinrich. So you can at least sleep a little more comfier tonight. 2019. I don't remember seeing lights out in the final, albeit my brain was so in that day. I remember the stream. That's it. Oh, the power did go. Didn't it go out? We were. Can't remember. Say lovely wife again. Guess we're going to get a bigger carpet. Lovely wife. Oh, she's complimenting his wife again. A black market box of cigarettes apparently goes for 200. I've heard worse. Actually, no, you're right. No, it's ridiculous, the prices, man. I'm a young surgery resident living in Ireland, but my dream is to move to SA ever since I was a boy. Such a beautiful country. That's interesting. Good to hear. Guys from overseas wanting to move to South Africa. It's normally I live in South Africa, but I want to move overseas. So I'm glad to hear that. I'm the same. I want to stay here. I love my country. You better stop flirting with my wife. Sorry, I'll keep quiet now. I'm trying to help you. I'm so over this lockdown and it's so bad. Yep, you can say that again. The proper what? Proper 12, is that McGregor's whiskey? Yes, sir. I have proper 12 and I have proper fake. You will soon understand when we start properly streaming rugby games and I can't afford proper 12. I got a proper fake. Bought my house for 33,000 30 years ago before COVID was worth near. Wow, that's interesting. And yeah, semi-detached house, not worth it at all. My God, that's interesting. G-Man, how are your dogs? I haven't heard them for a while. They're good. It's because we're in a new house. When we moved in December, um, I was upstairs and the dogs, the sound when he barked could travel. Now he's good, but I keep the door closed. Otherwise, we've got wooden floors and it makes that bloody annoying noise. But he's good. But if you're thinking of the little black dog, that's Andre's dog. That's not my one. Mine's a spaniel. I don't think I've ever had him on the street. Maybe once. At least the kids are still allowed to cool drink and get drunk. That's 12. Fair enough. So, where do you get that proper 12? I can never find it. I've heard it's very smooth whiskey. I think it's delicious. Nathan, you can get it at Checkers. I got mine at Checkers. Tops did sell it, but it was more expensive. Checkers or Macro? Macro would probably be. Do you remember the dogs want their balls back? The ones you hit over the wall. I know. I've, I still haven't got those bloody balls back. I've hit a rugby ball over. I've hit a tennis ball over. No. Yeah, tennis ball over. And a dog's ball over. One I was trying to ball over. No. Yeah, tennis ball over. And a dog's ball over. One I was trying to bowl and it slipped. And the other I was playing golf. And I Heinrich reacted to that video on TikTok. And then obviously my kicking mess up. You would laugh if you saw my house. It's all about location. But that's the thing. That's the thing with Cape Town. You can have a small box in Cape Town, but if your view can see Table Mountain, that's all it is. That's all you have. Cape Town. But if your view can see Table Mountain, that's all it is. That's all you have. It's massive. You say proper 12 with an Irish accent. You say proper fake, my brew, with a proper Cape accent. That is so true. That is so true. Neighbours home yet? I think they are, but they're old people. So I just don't think they've thought to throw the bloody ball over. You would rather proper 12 is available on the internet. Beat the lockdown. Not allowed to buy. We can't get any form of booze online. We can't buy because I wanted to buy proper 12 actual merch. Um, but we can't get anything in the country at the moment. Luke Jones, a lot of love for the stream, guys. Stay strong, brother. Thanks, bud. Appreciate it. Shame, man. Leave the dogs alone. That's so very. Yeah, I have. I've gotten. I bought new ones for him. Actually, I didn't. My dad did. He's got a whole lot tennis balls. He's actually scored out of this. I just need to stop hitting them over. I'm done. I haven't hit a ball over in about a month. No, a month. No, 3 weeks. But I nearly did yesterday. I was actually doing something for TikTok and Instagram. Like the video, guys. Yep, we're at 33. I'm happy. I can end very happy tonight. Thanks for being a lot of positivity in the scared and chaotic world. Real champ. Thanks, Jim. And thanks, Sam Smith. I appreciate those kind words, bud. Means a lot. If they ain't going to give it back, one, too old, two, to see it, two, they quiet. There goes the hips. There we go. Do you know your neighbors? In England, we know our neighbor. We've just moved in December, so no, not really. And December we went on holiday, and oh, so no, not really. We haven't communicated with neighbors during lockdown either. I was going to make an inappropriate joke, but then I decided not to. Depends how inappropriate. I don't mind the odd one, but if it's about stuff, then send it to me on Instagram. Bought at John Marlin's Bull Shop. That's a good one. That's even worse than I thought. What's worse than I thought? Oh yeah, it is worse. Not allowed to touch any form of booze. You can order certain things online, but that's as far as it goes. But yeah, ladies and gents, I think I'm gonna call it. It is 9:30. It's almost time for bed. But it's been a good hour and a half. I think we've had fun. It's been a varied conversation of what? What is that pie? Because it's not right to talking about that, the jokes, everything. It's been a good one. UOG. UOJ. What is that? I don't know if you've been drinking, but mate, I love these chat. It's like being in a pub on a Saturday afternoon chatting shit. That's why I enjoy it. It's just a way to, you know, I I haven't seen like I've seen mates briefly. Like Yuri was at the house the other day, dropping off some pineapple beer for me, and it was a quick visit. Um, Dippy was there, Zane was there. They also dropped off, but it's very quick. So I miss my mates. So I've enjoyed being able to communicate, and this keeps me sane, chatting around. So I thoroughly enjoyed this to keep me going, talking to you guys. But fuck, I miss my mates. I can't wait for the first bride together. It is gonna, and I mean, we've got a friendship group where we're all apart and we're seeing all the brides, which is lekker because you feel a part of it. And the chats and the odd Skype calls, those are good, but it's not the same as being there. So if this at least, like you say, love these chats, it's like being in a pub chatting shit. That's my goal at the end of the day, and that's what I enjoy. I mean, I started this just to talk rugby, but I think also getting to know me on a more personal level. I think that's been fun, and I've enjoyed it. So it's been good, guys. I think I'm going to sign off. Shot Yuri. And credit to Yuri. Shout out to Yuri. It's because of him I came on tonight. So we've got it. And thank you, Yuri, because it's not right. Made a donation to the channel. So shout out to that. We'll buy you a dog next time we're all together again. But it's been good. Good night, brother. Check on Facebook, Jacqueline McDonald for details. Speak soon. Okay, cool. Has she sent it, Malcolm, before I go? If she sent it, I will have a look now. Thank you. Appreciate that, bud. But Donkey G, man, like a stream. It was a good one. I enjoyed it, guys. Thank you all. I appreciate it from all you guys around the world in South Africa. It's been good. We'll see you again very soon. Until all those watching, it's been good. Check out the latest Yuri Jordan from Irish. Check out the latest videos. I uploaded 3. One was a mistake. The Newlands one was for tomorrow, but I forgot to reschedule. So yeah, we'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like button before you leave, and I'll see you soon. Stay safe, guys. Keep strong. And yeah, if you want to follow me, over to Chantel. Go check out the links in the description. All my social media links are there. If you want to see the crazy things I do on TikTok and all the other stuff, get it going. Ryan, shout out to you. Congrats again for being my new moderator. You deserve it after all the chatting you do to get people to like the video. So shout out to you as well. Thanks, guys. Keep safe, keep strong, and we will see you guys soon. Stay safe and never give up.